Hey, Steph Infection, you up for a road trip?
Sure.
Just one rule, don't ever stop.
Why not?
Because the passenger will get ya.
Welcome to Deadsville.
Greetings, horror fans. Welcome to Deadsville Horror Talk. I'm your host, Ronin James. To my left, the lovely Steph Infection.
Hey, Scream Hearts.
Today, we are going to review André Øvredal's new haunted hitchhiker movie.
Yeah, that's actually really fair
Yeah.
to say. Yeah, haunted hitchhiker movie.
Passenger. And yes, Passenger was in theaters. Well, it's in theaters now. It opened on May 22nd, and we saw it the night before on May 21st.
Yes,
The
we
opening
did.
Thursday. And
Yes.
Yes, if you've seen the trailer for Passenger, it was one of my, we saw the trailer a while ago, and it was one of my most anticipated movies of the year. I was really looking forward to this one.
Maybe that's your problem.
Might have been. Yes, The Passenger. Did it deliver? We will get into it. You'll find out.
Well,
when we give our first takes, coming up.
but the trailer is
The trailer was
insane.
great. Yeah, the trailer really had me hooked. So we'll get into all that. But first, in case you are just joining us, this is Deadsville Horror Talk. Welcome. We are a heavily opinionated horror movie review podcast.
To say the least, yes.
Hosted by members of the industry, people that work in the industry. I'm Ronin James. I've been a stuntman and stunt coordinator for over 20 years, now directing and producing and creating content. You've seen me get shot, blown up, beat up, crash cars, unalived, and all kinds of stuff from big budget blockbusters like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 and TV shows like Gotham and Blue Bloods. And I've also been in some really low budget schlockbusters that I'm not going to name. So I like to think that my experience behind the camera, before I did all the stunt stuff, I went to school for film. So yes, I've been studying film for over 20 years, been working in film for over 20 years. And I like to think that that adds a little insight to what we bring to the table here.
From many, many different angles, yes.
Yes, and Steph Infection has been my partner now here on the podcast, as well as in creating content and making short films for about 8 years.
Yeah, about that.
And we have our short film, Amityville Barbie versus the Evil Deados, that is on the festival circuit right now, winning some awards. We just won Best Special Effects Makeup. So shout out to our special effects team, Izzy Isel and Stacy Lynn, a.k.a. Spooky Bitch. Love y'all. You did a great job. Let's see. What else do we need to mention? I guess, you'll be able to watch Amityville Barbie versus the Evil Deados very soon on our Patreon.
Yeah, and right when we were going to tell you to like, subscribe, and do everything for all of
Look
our
at that.
channels and social medias, we have another one to just plop right in there.
Right,
So.
it was the perfect segue.
Yeah,
So to our call to action. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and like and share the video with your horror-loving friends. We are on all the social medias, so make sure you follow Deadsville Horror Talk, Deadsville Productions, Deadsville Ronin, Steph Infection,
Yes.
Haley Hansen, who's not with us tonight.
Yes.
We fell a little behind, so we got to catch up this week with a couple quick reviews here in studio. But where else? Well, yes, now on Patreon.
Yes.
And we have to shout out our very first Patreon paid member who went right to the Boo Believer tier, Andrew S. Thank you so much, Andrew.
Thank you,
Andrew's
Andrew.
been very active on all our social media, loves horror movies, comments on all our stuff, watches a lot of stuff that we watch. Seems to have similar taste in movies as we do.
And you know what? Something that he does that I'm sure a lot of other people out there could do is he started from the beginning of ours and went all the way back, and he took it all in. So we were very, very appreciative of him.
Yes, thank you very much, Andrew, our first member. Very fitting that he is our first Boo Believer.
Yes.
So we have two tiers on our Patreon. We'll run you through the Patreon real quick. make sure you subscribe on any of the streaming platforms except Spotify, where you can listen to the podcast if you need to multitask or you're driving to work. That's the best time.
Yeah.
I often listen to us while driving to work to try and spot any mistakes or
Yes.
see how terrible my voice sounds on
Usually it's
recording.
me. Usually we're complaining about my voice.
Or just to check the quality of the recording, that as well. But yes, now we are on Patreon. You can become a member for free, and that will give you access to all of the basic podcasts, the most recent podcasts, I guess. There'll probably be ads on them, all that kind of stuff, our posts, our quips, things like that, videos that we post there. We do post a lot of content. Well, we're starting to post all of our content there. So
Yeah, merchandise we'll have on there too.
we will have our merch on there. That's where you'll be able to get our merch. And there'll be some other stuff on there as well, exclusively to Patreon. But the paid membership tiers, our first tier is a $3 a month Deadsville Citizen tier. So your citizenship includes early access to the ad-free podcasts, because we're going to upload them to Patreon first when they're done. Access to our back catalog of podcasts and other content. So sometimes older podcasts get removed from the streaming sites and YouTube and stuff like that. And we will always keep the back catalog here, and you will always have access to all the back catalog on Patreon. You'll get 10% off of physical merch. So that's not bad. If your t-shirt costs $30, that's $3 off. That's like half the shipping right there.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good deal.
Yeah, so 10% off, and you get access to our upcoming Discord server, which we still have to figure out, set up, all that, but we will have a group chat where all the citizens of Deadsville can meet and chat and talk horror and complain about our show or say what they like. Or,
Yeah. And you know what?
whose take they
Spoiler
agree
it up. Don't. There won't be, people on Facebook that are getting mad if you post spoils. And
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we don't like doing that either, but it happens. I've done it.
Yeah, and on the Patreon, if you're there and you're listening to a podcast, or we assume that you've probably watched the movie already,
Yeah,
so
it's safe.
spoilers don't matter in the Discord. Or we'll probably just label different chat threads, maybe.
Maybe we can do
I have to
that.
see how Discord works still. I've never been on there, but we're going to set one up. We're going to figure it out. And then if you want to go with the higher tier, you get the Deadsville Boo Believer membership. That one is $5 a month. That's where Andrew S. jumped in with us. And with that, you get the same as the Citizen. You get the early access to ad-free podcasts. You get access to the back catalog of podcasts and other content. But in this tier, you get 20% off all physical merch. So bigger discount if you plan on buying some merch. And we're going to have the t-shirts on there, both Deadsville t-shirts, Deadsville hats, Amityville Barbie t-shirts, posters, CD soundtracks, DVDs.
We'll
We're gonna
have the DVD.
all that stuff will be on there. And if you are a Boo Believer tier member, you will get 20% off. So, and you'll get some other perks as well. You also will get access to the upcoming Discord server to join us in the chat. And if you're somebody that likes writing your own reviews and want us to review to read your review here on the show, you will have, as a Boo Believer, your review read on the podcast once a month. Excuse me, once a month.
Or as often as you want to.
Once a month, because we're gonna, if we don't want to have, we want to give everybody a shot, and we can't read too many, so we want to limit it to once a month. The Boo Believers will have we'll pick the best. Like we'll go through and depends on how many reviews we get. Maybe it'll be more than once a month at the beginning until we start getting a lot of reviews, and then we'll probably figure out. We'll keep it to a couple paragraphs, maybe a paragraph or two max for us to read. But
we're going to see if it's really good. We might just do one long one for that episode, and we'll figure it out.
But yes, you will get to hear your review, and we will give you credit. We'll give you the shout out as well to on the podcast. What else do we have on here? Access to exclusive content and behind the scenes videos. So yes, you'll get behind the scenes stuff, maybe hear of the show, maybe after pods and stuff like that. One of the other ideas that I'm thinking of that some of these tiers might get, maybe we'll give this to anybody that is a paid subscriber. When we leave the movie theater, there is an option on Patreon to just click and record an audio podcast.
Well, then,
so we can do our spoiler-free ride home first take.
Yeah,
as we
if you're
drive
somebody
home for
waiting,
the movies, so.
waiting. You don't want to wait a few days, and you want to know how it was.
Yeah,
That's good. Yeah,
we get it. But you'll have access to that. We won't have that anywhere else, but it'll be for the paid members of the Patreon. So, all right.
Yep.
Enough about that.
Yeah.
Make sure you check it out. You can read all the stuff there. Check out all the videos we have up there now. We have some adventures in snacking and some other cool stuff on there now.
Yeah.
We're slowly adding the catalog.
Yeah.
The
So
back
give
catalog.
us some grace while we get
Yes,
get
it's
through.
under construction.
Yes. Yes.
But yes, you are going to get, if you're a paid member, we are going to upload stuff there first. So you will get first access, ad-free, and behind-the-scenes stuff. You'll also get access to Amityville Barbie versus the Evil Deados short film when we put it on there June 8th. That will be our last announcement that we'll do now before we get into the movie.
Yeah.
But yes, Amityville Barbie versus the Evil Deados is finishing up its festival run. Mm-hmm. We have one festival this weekend, New Jersey Horror Con, where it's showing, and then we are showing at the Cordelia with Love little festival in Delaware on the 6th.
Oh yeah.
So the 8th, Monday, it will be available. It will have finished its festival run, and it will be available exclusively on Patreon for paid members. Mm-hmm. So doesn't matter what tier, either tier, you will have access to Amityville Barbie versus the Evil Deados finally.
Yes. So you can see it in your own home.
All right. Now that all that is taken care of,
Yes.
we can get into Passenger. All right, Steph Infection, read that synopsis.
All right. After a young couple witnesses a gruesome highway accident, they soon realize they did not leave the crash scene alone, as a demonic, presence called the Passenger won't stop until it claims them both.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, and Passenger is rated R. It is an hour and 34 minutes. Directed by André Øvredal, written by Zachary Donahue and T.W. Burgess. It stars Jacob Scipio, Lou LaBelle, and Melissa Leo.
So I didn't realize this was the same director as The Last
That's why I
Voyage
wanted
of the
to go.
Demeanor.
Yeah, I wanted to jump to that. That was one of the reasons I was kind of excited about this movie. Let's talk about André Øvredal real quick. Mm-hmm. The director of this one. In 2010, he popped up on the scene with a movie called Troll Hunter, which was a foreign language film, but giant troll, people hunting giant trolls.
Oh.
And this, I think, was a Norwegian film. And it caught a lot of attention. People were like, oh, wow, this is really good. Mm-hmm. He did a couple other things, like shorts. There's Tunneling short. But then in 2016, he did The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And The Autopsy of Jane Doe was really scary. It was like
Yeah.
a genuinely scary horror movie.
Yes.
That I kind of didn't expect. It kind of caught me by surprise, and that's when I really...
Creeps me out.
That's when I really kind of... His name was like, okay, I need to keep an eye on this guy. He did a
Yeah.
really good job. He did some jump scares. He was like really good at the jump scares. Really good at setting the atmosphere and stuff in the Autopsy of Jane Doe. And really... That one was really good, and it really, I knew who he was then.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
And then he went on to do Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, which I also really enjoyed. Now, it wasn't as good as like a Goosebumps movie or something like that. I know it had its issues, and some people, the critics weren't as kind to it.
That's what I think, some of the characters and whatnot, because it was the original stories, but the direction, the way it was, and like how creepy with the thing walking down the hallway, like his direction is always spot on. I think.
No, I really like, and it was like, again, the atmosphere, the tone, the cinematography, the way he set up his scares really worked well. And then we had Last Voyage of the Demeter in 2023, and I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't as positive about Last Voyage of Demeter.
See, I disagree. I think the way that they chose to tell that story was crap, but I think the direction and the visually it was.
Yeah,
really
visually
good.
it was fine. I just found a lot of plot holes with it. I found that, like, again, there was some stuff. We're not going to review that. You can go listen to our old review of it if you want to know what my thoughts were on it.
But I think
But I had a lot of questions, and at the end of the day, I was like, this is okay.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a step down from Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark and The Autopsy of Jane Doe. Mm-hmm. So, and now here we are, 2026, 3 years later, and we have Passenger.
Yes.
And the trailer. The trailer is so good, and it's like a YouTube jump scare. This is like one of those YouTube jump scares.
It's
that
exactly
your friends will
like
send
that.
you,
Yeah,
and then,
you're going down, and it's just, and you're basically on a loop. We think we're gonna see that again, and bam, now you got your jump scare. He's in the car.
And if you watch it, we're not going to give anything away. You've seen the teaser, the trailer, I'm sure. He keeps seeing the passenger through the front window, through the front windshield that's broken, has a big hole in it. And then next thing you know, as he turns his head and looks at him passing, the thing's in the front seat.
I know.
So great jump scare, great setup, and it was just really like, watching it, I was like, ooh, this is what we're going to get, like more of this, like this creepy dude, like haunting people on the road, and now we got to anytime we have the haunted anything, it's always like the fun of the investigation, like figuring it out, like how they're always figuring it out. So that's always, I enjoy that aspect of it. So
I think we disagree because I think that the movie was full of those. So
all right, well, we're gonna get into that. Let's see. Well, we did the director, and his direction in this, I mean, it's a lot of jump scares. He didn't write it. I'm gonna give him that.
Well, that's what I read too. I read that he didn't write it. So if you're given with the direction of the movie and the way that I felt with everything that you were being like given to be seen, my anxiety was high. So the writing is where it fell short. So who was the writer and what did they write?
The writers were, where are they? Zachary Donahue and T.W. Burgess. Zachary has done
basically nothing. Nothing short.
A whole bunch of nothing. Nothing anybody's ever heard of.
Nope. I mean, that makes sense
right,
because
that tracks.
The story was.
Yeah, I wonder if
this one. He doesn't.
I wonder if André came up with that opening scene, and Hollywood was like, "Ooh, that's great. Let's hire these two writers for no money to write a piece of shit script and fucking make a full feature out of this YouTube short idea."
Well, now we're going to have to dig deeper, even more so after this episode, because now we have to find out.
Yep. All right. Well, let's get into our spoiler-free takes, because I can't wait to get into the spoilers on this one. Mm-hmm. So, ladies first, spoiler-free first take, Steph Infection.
Well, okay, so first I will say that it grabbed me from the beginning.
Oh, you know what? We didn't do the cast. Sorry.
Oh, I thought we were skipping over that.
I mean, they are worthy of skipping over, believe me. They are so worthy of skipping over. I want to say...
Just say a couple names and then we'll get back to my spoiler.
Miles Fowler and Alan Trong were the two who were in the opening scene, and they were the ones in the teaser. They did a good job. I'm going to give them thumbs up. The passenger was Joseph Lopez. He's creepy looking naturally. Doesn't look like they had to No offense, Joseph Lopez, but
he's got
that face.
Really high cheekbones where it almost looks like you're a skeleton.
Jacob Scipio and Lou Lebdell, we might as well talk about cast right here, because I absolutely did not feel any chemistry whatsoever between these two on screen at all. I was so bored.
I don't think it was from their acting, though. I think they were really good actors. I think it was what they were given to actually say out loud.
That could totally be part of it as well.
They both seemed like very talented actors.
I guess.
They did.
I fell asleep, so I should probably say that now.
I know. And, yeah.
But the reason I fell asleep was because these two turned me off so much that I would just, my suspension of disbelief could not, I mean, it would have taken the Golden Gate Bridge to suspend my disbelief
Oh, good one.
for this fucking movie.
Just because
I just I couldn't deal with these two. I didn't buy them at all. Zero chemistry and zero believability in the characters. I just did not believe these characters one little bit.
Well, just because it's relevant. One of the reviews I read said that all the amount of jump scares in this would basically be the only reason that you wouldn't fall asleep. Because
Right.
it said that your character story was not believable or something along those lines.
Right, yeah,
So
yeah.
Very, very similar to
Well, that's
you
what I
thought.
mean. There's so many. Yeah, that's kind of getting into the non-spoiler section. So we'll get there in a second. But yeah, the cast was pretty forgettable.
Yeah, nothing jumped
I
out.
mean, Joseph Lopez got a good face for horror. I will give him that.
Yeah, I think he was in
I feel
Scary
like-
Stories to Tell in the Dark. I feel like he was.
Yeah, maybe he was.
He was one like the.
But I'll tell you what else.
Scarecrow.
I feel like they showed him too much. I wasn't scared of him because I kept seeing him all the time, even before I fell asleep at least. Like they just showed him a lot.
You're misremembering them. No, they did in clips, and they did towards the end more. But again,
right,
we're
well.
getting into.
All right.
I don't remember it that way.
All right. Well, yeah, that'll do it for cast. So go ahead and sorry. Now we can jump to your spoiler-free review, Steph Infection.
Well, I will say that it wasn't my most anticipated movie of the year, so maybe
It wasn't my most anticipated, but I very highly anticipated it after seeing that teaser.
That teaser was great,
and
and
because he had done Scary Stories.
I get
and,
it, but I didn't
Autopsy.
I didn't have any of that knowledge going in. I mean, I saw the trailer forever before. I will say that my anxiety was very, very high this entire movie because of the amount of jump scares, and it's like, now there's a lot of like the same type of jump scares, but it's like it's coming, but you don't know when it's coming kind of moment, and those actually are like my worst because my anxiety starts to build. It's not just like a one flat jump scare. It's like my heart's going to stop because I don't know when it's going to come, and then finally I'm scared. So they had a ton of that. The story was crap. Like you said, it wasn't believable. It was very just we just want to throw some story.
Put these people in this position so we can haunt them. Yeah.
So we can haunt them, which is fun. So I gave it, I didn't put as much as you did into it to fall asleep. I will say things that I did enjoy about it. There were special effects in a lot of it that were great.
the practical stuff. I saw some good practical special effects.
And I love, my favorite genre of movie, like scary movies, are basically religious horror.
Oh yeah. This is.
And
that was another thing that probably put me to sleep. The heavy religious aspect of it.
So I think that's why I liked it even more. But I have problems with that also. But I tend to, and I like the whole urban legend because I had the book that they talk about, in this movie growing up. So overall, I think it's worth watching. I always say support horror. I think this will probably hit better in theaters because of all the jump scares.
Probably the sound and the music.
Yeah, so I would still suggest and recommend going to see it in the theater. And I don't really know. I probably would just give it maybe like a 6 out of 10, 6.25.
You and the point something more than a half. A half or nothing. Half or
all right,
none.
6.5 because
Okay,
I
there we
did get
go.
scared a lot
All
in this.
right,
So
there
I
we
did
go.
like this.
All right, fair enough. I am going to say I think one of the reasons the jump scares weren't effective on me is because I could see them coming from a mile away. And the reason I could see them coming from a mile away is like one of the biggest problems I had with the script. The characters would do dumb, nonsensical, uncommon sense shit, purposely splitting up.
And this is why
And I would just be like, here comes a fucking jump scare. I mean, I just knew every single time one was coming. After a certain point,
That's
I was
what
like,
we all did.
this is rinse, wash, repeat.
That's why it built my anxiety
But here's
more.
but see,
Because
look,
I'm different.
but for me, that's like a cardinal sin in horror now. I've been watching so many horror movies, and I write, and again, as a writer, and I went to school to write. And one of the things you're taught is when you get a script draft, you get your first draft, you sit it down, you pull the gun out, and you shoot holes in your plot. And you find all the plot holes that you could shoot into it. And this one had so many. I was like, why are there so many plot holes here? And why do people keep making dumb decisions? Oh, so they could set up another jump scare. So every time a jump scare happened, that's why they weren't working on me, because I saw them coming from a mile away. After the first one, which I knew was coming anyway because I saw it in the teaser, even like, we'll get into it when we get into spoilers because I want to give examples, but.
I mean, I saw them all coming too, but that's why it makes me, like the way that they did it, it builds my anxiety more. I've always been that way with movies.
See, but what, like.
So it's different.
Oh, let's separate for no reason other than we need to have a jump scare for the woman and the guy to just show up just after it happens and be like, what happened?
Do you remember? I'm not going to say it, but that happened. And as soon as she walked out, I went, did you see what I did? I went, oh no, here it comes. See, that's where my anxiety, and you went, oh, come on. Like that. So we are opposite. I'm like, oh God, they're setting it up, something's coming. And I get more anxious. So I get it makes my heart race.
So you jump, and I have the opposite reaction. I see it go and groan because I'm like, oh, come on, really? You're going to walk out of there by yourself after you've already been jump scared like 5 times on this road trip? You're going to separate from your husband again? The fiance, whatever the fuck he is?
I am not nearly, if I was just hit with like these just jump scares that I didn't see coming, I'd be fine. I'd be like, oh, all right. And then I'd be fine.
If I didn't see them coming, then I might enjoy them more. That's why I was like when I first watched that teaser, I did not see the passenger popping up in the passenger seat of the car. Until it happened, I was like, what's happening? Oh man, it just keeps going.
The second time we looked,
third time I was like,
I saw that coming. The second time he went around, I went, this mother effer. He's going to be in the car because he kept watching him. I knew it was coming.
That was a good setup.
It was it's one of those old like YouTube, put this on your TV and you follow the car.
Right, you send this to a friend. Oh, check out this video. You never
look really closely.
Right.
Or you'll miss it.
Yeah. So yes, for me, I fell asleep. I after the opening scene, which I enjoyed, we meet this couple who we're now going to follow, and I was just so like actively disinterested, I guess would be the term.
I gave them passes.
Because I just was not, I didn't buy, like the whole thing is van life. And these are 2 urban like yuppies, 2 urban professionals who obviously make really good money because they were living in a really nice fucking apartment in fucking Brooklyn or wherever. And the van they bought was like this super tricked out Mercedes-Benz fucking Astro whatever van, like super van with like cameras all around it and all this fucking it's like I was like, man, this is the least roughing it van life motherfuckers I have ever seen.
Yeah, but that's not it anymore since social media. Everyone's
bougie
whatever. Van life.
Yeah, I guess they want to they follow their other
but they find the
people.
Ones that aren't like that. They find like the real rough and tough ones.
Right, and they were the believable ones. But yeah, I mean, I just wasn't buying it. I didn't buy that. Like as we learn more about the characters, what shallow character development is done in here. There's very little character development, very little backstory given. But the little that is given, you're like, how the fuck are these 2 even together? Why are these 2 even together? They both have 2 180-degree opposite views of what they want in life. How the fuck?
I actually thought she was going to give him his ring back like multiple times.
Oh my God. I was like, why are you, please tell him no and give it back. We're getting into spoilers, but oh my God. I'm glad you agree though. I just saw no reasons for them to be together
I can't talk about it without getting into spoilers.
So that was another reason that they just didn't do it for me, because as soon as we got any kind of character development, I was like, these 2 don't even belong together. I don't believe that these 2 would ever be together in the real world. I'm out. And I took a nap.
Yeah.
Because the jump scares just weren't enough because because they were telegraphed. So
I know. I saw them as a couple. Fine. It was the story that was like I don't know. Like
I don't know.
I saw.
We'll get to it, but
all
I
the
don't know
stuff
how you
that
saw them as a couple fine when
I did.
when she didn't even say yes.
No, that was the
I mean,
whole,
eventually, I guess she did. I fell asleep, so I don't know if she eventually does.
No,
But
it was part of the story though that they were almost maybe she wasn't into it. I think, but they never really focused on it at any point. Like he even asked her at one point, "Why aren't you putting your ring on?" So like it was part of the writing. I just to make us question that, but I also I don't know the whole.
All right. Well, at any rate, I gave it a 4. 4 out of 10. I fell asleep.
I think I know why they did that, but I can't talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in spoilers. But I just really, it's a decent concept, but it probably works better as a short. I just don't think there was enough here for a feature, especially not a feature following these two people.
Oh, it probably would have been a great short.
I would have rather followed the two kids at the beginning and seen how they got where they were and saw the one trying to outrun it still instead of these two.
You can't, because that was talked about, but we can't.
Yeah, we'll get into it. All right.
You might have been
That's going to do it for the spoiler-free reviews. Why don't you jump to Rotten Tomatoes, Steph Infection, and
Sure.
Let's go there and see what the tomatometer says.
All right, our tomatometer is a 46%, which is critics.
Ouch.
And our popcorn meter is a 54%.
Yeah, that's kind of ouchy too.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm
here's
happy that I'm in
critics'
line with
consensus: a stylish ride. Weighed down by litany and cliches, it picks up along the way. Passenger drives in circles, but has some memorable bumps and jolts during the journey. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I scored it higher because I was nonstop, like, scared, and my heart was racing the whole time because I just can't deal with that lead-up freaking jump scare.
Here's Frank Scheck of The Hollywood Reporter says, like a bright headlight facing you dead on, or the sudden honk of a loud horn, only the jump scares keep you from falling asleep during the seemingly interminable passenger.
That's the one I was reading earlier, I was talking about.
I'm with you, Frank. Interminable. Oh, all right. Well,
this guy said better than expected.
I mean, I guess he expected poop.
I kind of did going in because I forgot about the trailer and I was like, so I don't know.
I
had fun on the ride, but if I had to, when I dissect this, it's probably going to tear it apart, I'm sure.
Emma Wolf says 5 out of 10. It feels like a second draft. I'm surprised it even made it to second draft. It feels like a first draft to me. Again, there's the plot holes shooting. Some people do enjoy it. It's an enjoyable enough ride in the moment, says Christopher Cross, 3 out of 5.
Yeah, this guy gave it a 4, wait, hold on. Very much was impressed with the story.
You're easily impressed.
I like the religious component. Kept me fully engaged with the story to experience what was coming next. Yeah, I mean, I think I got a little bit.
I'm not big on the religious component.
Well, no. I don't think it was. I don't think it was
needed
needed for this movie at all. I do like religious horror in general. Good versus evil has always been, especially being raised Catholic, you have that fear of it, kind of,
Yeah, I get it. I was raised Catholic as well, so I totally understand. It often winds up heavy-handed and turns me off.
Like The Exorcist and all those movies, they just...
Well, even The Conjuring. I mean, The
Conjuring. That's why that's one of my, favorite movies. I just love them.
I get it. All right, well, we're about to jump to... spoilers, Boo Believers. So if you haven't seen Passenger yet and you don't want it spoiled, you don't want it spoiled.
I want it spoiled.
Now's the time to hit pause, go check out the movie, see what you think, and then come back and listen to our spoilery-filled takes.
Oh, you said that correct.
Yes.
That was really good.
Spoilery-filled. Or
was like,
spoiler-filled, probably. I probably said it wrong. But, so yes, now's that time. Before we do a quick Adventures in Snacking, we're not doing a full episode, but I am sipping on a nice Hey Now root beer. This is a 10 milligram THC beverage, infused beverage, also 10 milligrams of CBD.
And as you can see, he loves it. So
Delicious. Social sodas, they call them.
I think you just drank. I thought you drank the entire thing in one sip.
No, it's just, I love root beer too, so it goes down quick.
Yeah.
But yes, very good. If you've tried any of the THC infused drinks, let us know. Which ones have you tried? We're in Pennsylvania, so we don't actually have them here. Have to travel to Delaware or New Jersey, where they have recreational marijuana, and get them there and bring them back across the border like smugglers.
Yeah, well, PA sucks.
It surely does. So, yeah, leave some comments if you tried them, and let us know what some of your favorites are. All right. That's going to do it, Boo Believers. Now we are going to break out the shovels and dig deeper!
Digging deeper.
Give me that shovel, Steph Infection!
Oh, gosh, here you go.
Yeah, I want to bury this movie.
I knew you would. What, you're burying me? What,
Yeah, well,
and making eye contact.
Yeah, I'm going to bury you and the movie together.
Listen, this does not deserve that much hate.
I don't know. I'm gonna prove you wrong in this spoiler review. Let's dig deeper, Steph Infection.
Okay.
Two friends, Daniel and Lucas, are driving down a dark road at night. Daniel has to pee. Oh no, I'm sorry. Lucas has to pee.
Can I just say one thing? In movies, this is like the second thing that we just watched recently where I was like, why are they going a mile away to pee? They're two dudes. Just open the door.
Open the door and get out and pee.
Like he goes all the way down the embankment into the woods.
Because if he stood there and peed, here we go. Here's the writing.
No, that
the reason
pissed
they
me.
did it was because the passenger had to get his buddy. That's why he had to go all the way down there, a mile away into the woods, so that he couldn't see the car anymore.
I get it, but they just did it in an episode of From too. I was like, why is he walking all the way over there? You got monsters in this town. What is happening? Just go.
Just go right there.
I mean, come on.
Dude, on a dark ass road like that in the middle of nowhere, I would open the door and I'd literally stand in the door and pee.
That's exactly
with my back to my boy. That's it. That's what I would do. I would not be walking into the woods.
Which would have been even
ever.
No, God, you you are not like a typical white person just running into woods.
No, that's for sure. I'm not a woodsy.
Especially that dark. Like
no, there's no street lights there in the middle of some back road somewhere.
Some
in
animals
Bumblefuck.
gonna
Yeah, I
bite
mean,
your junk.
bite your dick off. I ain't going out there to let a bear bite my dick off in the middle of fucking pee-pee. No.
In the middle of a pee-pee. But listen, it would have actually been cooler and more believable if he just turned around and then he
And his boy was gone.
Yes!
Yeah, totally.
That would have been so much
Yeah,
better.
and he's like, where the fuck you go?
Yeah.
And then he fucking dropped next to him on the fucking hood.
Yes. Thank you.
See, we should have wrote this shit. Fuck these two guys that actually wrote it. Who the fuck wrote it? Zachary Donahue and T.W. Burgess. You guys suck.
And we need like the horn moment. I guess they really want it. Like when he just starts beeping, he's like, "What are you doing?" First off, how is the horn on?
Movie magic.
I didn't understand that. I'm like, well, the horn.
The passenger was beeping the horn until he walked up and came into view, and then the passenger disappeared. Poof.
I don't think that's what happened. I don't think that's even what they wanted you to believe.
I don't know what the fuck.
I think the passenger was holding that dude up in the sky.
Oh yeah, he was dangling him from a tree. That's what happens.
Well.
So yes, then the horn's going off and the dude gets in the car, right?
He gets in the
gets in the driver's seat and he's like,
he's
like looking for his boy.
But he flips a switch and then the horn just stops. So I didn't know.
Yeah, how the fuck does that happen?
I don't know. Maybe that really old car. Maybe when your doors open, your horn just.
No. And the horn doesn't stick so that you hit it with a switch and then you split the switch and it just goes off.
Or he turned the battery off and on or something
maybe,
like that.
Right.
But
At any rate, the mechanics of cars aside, now the body gets dropped into the fucking windshield. That
and
was
he goes,
good.
help me.
Yeah, he's like, help me. And then he gets yanked back up and his boy just fucking leaves him.
Well, he gets
tossed.
tossed.
I'm out. Fuck that.
No. Well, he gets tossed behind him, and he sees him in the rear view, and he needs the keys. He doesn't have the keys.
Oh, he doesn't have the keys. He had to go out and get the keys. I forget.
It's like you never saw the movie.
I just remember the teaser.
He's intently listening. No. He's like, oh, they didn't. They did.
They didn't have the keys? I don't remember that. That was fucking...
No,
Wait, so what did he flip off? How is the fucking horn going off then still? And what did he flip off to turn it off? This car makes zero freaking mechanical sense.
Oh, so my old car, I could turn it without a key, but it was really old and stripped. Maybe his car was the same way.
I'm calling bullshit on this car. I'm calling bullshit on this car, and fuck you, T.W. Burgess and Zachary Donahue.
He gets out, and he walks over, and I don't remember if he says his name, but he just looks, and he picks up the keys, and then runs back, and then he starts driving.
All right, so he's driving with a big hole in the window.
With a big hole from his smashed frame. Yeah.
And he's seeing the little guy, the passenger on the side of the road, the pest.
Little guy.
Little fucking guy out the windshield.
Because everyone
one pass. Two pass. And on the third pass, he's in the fucking thing with him.
And he's all like, with his mouth all open.
Yeah, mouth open. Yes, creepy. All right, you got me.
Yeah.
André Øvredal. Yeah. And then
Yeah, it was good.
cut from there, and we go elsewhere, and we meet the couple, Maddie and Tyler.
Ty.
Are on a road trip. They pull over on a residential street so Tyler can... Wait, what the fuck? They just jumped all the way to this.
I just realized. Well, whatever. I don't think when we were introduced
I mean, let's
to them,
just go to the introduction. Like I was saying before, these two are in Brooklyn. They get the whole fucking... They go out and they're selling everything. Like, you ready to do it? Yeah.
That's how we are.
Van life. I mean, at this point, I was just like,
you were being too loud about the van life.
Oh my God, they were so corny.
When I was like, "Are you stoned? What are you doing?
They
Why
were
are you
so corny.
You were like giggling and
I was making fun of them, wasn't I?
Yes, you
Yes, I was. I just couldn't stand these two. Oh my God.
Well, it didn't start. No, you didn't. You didn't know that you didn't stand them then.
I couldn't stand them.
You were just like van life, making fun of that.
I mean, the whole van life thing is no. I'm just gonna no. It's just a no from me. It's a no from me, dog.
I know, but look, the only thing I'm going to say is it was believable. That part was believable to me because one, you have people that don't know what they're doing. They don't know about these urban legends. You know, we needed all that set up. You have social media influencers just promoting van life. I mean, there's so many freaking people that do it now. So it was that was more believable to me that just stupid yuppies are going to give up everything.
Yeah, well, there's another unbelievable part of it for me. it's going to be controversial. Steph's right now thinking, don't say it, Ronin, don't say it. Don't go there. But van life is some white people shit. That's some white people ass shit. And these are black people.
I mean, it's definitely
brown people. They're not white. They're people of color. Maybe mixed, dark Hispanic. I don't know. But again, I just wasn't buying this. These are people that are like
very attractive.
They're like yuppie,
young,
like bluppy, whatever the black yuppie is. That's what they were. She's like we never find out what he is, like job-wise.
I think he had different odd and end jobs.
No, because remember he says at one point, I got my job offered back and I can do it remotely.
Oh, yeah.
When they're on the trip, yeah. My boss offered me my job back. I could do it remotely. She's a fucking interior designer. She's like throwing away her entire life to follow this uninteresting slab of meat on his van life journey.
Yeah.
And their names are Maddie and Tyler, which are some white ass names as well.
Yep. Sure.
I just feel like this whole thing was written for white people, and they were just like, yeah, we can't do a movie with just white, because we need people of color in this movie. Some Hollywood suit was like, it'd be better with people of color are hot right now. That's what people want to see, is people of color in movies. You need to put people of color in this.
Yeah, it was a little forced.
So we had Maddie and Tyler.
Gosh.
And I just wasn't buying it.
Yeah.
So don't cancel me. I'm just being realistic. I have...
Well, it was, the whole movie was a little forced.
They meet people on the road that look like real van life people, these old white women. The one old white woman who's like our crazy Ralph.
Yeah, like white trailer park.
She's like
people.
the crazy Ralph. She's the you're doomed. She's the...
Yep.
She tells you about the passenger. Don't ever stop. She's the one that gives us the don't ever stop.
Don't ever stop. Yeah.
And what's the first thing these motherfuckers do after she tells them don't ever stop?
They stop.
They stop.
Well, I would have stopped too, though. I mean...
Nope. I wouldn't have stopped. I would have been like, yeah, you got your cell phone, and it's called 911. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, I'd like to report an accident. I have no idea where the fuck I am now. I'm not stopping.
Yeah, I guess no. If I was by myself, no. But I understood why they stopped.
I don't think I'm stopping. Especially if the motherfucker comes zooming. So they're on the road. Let's just get there. All right, now, we'll move to that point. Well, does that happen first? Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's go to this. Before we get there, let's take it to... Because this part was so fucking ridiculous to me. Okay, so they're on the road trip, right? They pull over... Well, no, first, they were trying to... They wake up on the beach. This first day of their road trip, they wake up on the beach, remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they're like, okay, we got to go to this thing. We got to be here by then. And she's like, oh, but can't we make a pit stop and see something? I don't even remember what the fuck it was. Oh, but we got to really be there by this certain time.
I forgot about this.
Oh, but can't we make a pit stop? I'm thinking to myself... What's the rush, dude? What's the rush? You want to be in van life so that you don't have to answer to a clock.
No, didn't you hear what he made reservations?
No, I know, reservations at the hot spring, blah, blah, blah. The hot spring will still be there, bro.
Because he wanted to propose to
I
her.
know, I'm getting there. I'm getting to that, okay?
I know,
they're at the beach. They are on the beach, and there's a sunrise, and all this great setting has already taken place. They get in the van. They drive because he's got to get to the fucking hot spring
I guess
so he can propose. Okay? Now, of course, they get stuck in traffic and detoured, and they don't get to the hot spring. They have to pull over on a side street in a residential neighborhood, and this fucking Yutz decides to propose in the van parked in the fucking side street. Motherfucker, you were at the beach that morning. You live in a fucking van. You can literally drive anywhere. You could go to sleep and wake up and drive to the hot spring. You could drive to a nearby fucking whatever, a church, a fucking waterfall, a fucking wherever, a giant ball of twine. I don't give a fuck.
Somewhere else.
Somewhere else. You're going to tell me this motherfucker is going to propose in the van parked on the side street of a residential neighborhood. It's just so fucking stupid. Like, his whole idea was to have a romantic proposal, and he's just going to be like, oh, well, we didn't make it on time. I guess I'll just propose in the van.
I felt all these things but not...
I was just like, oh my God, why are you doing this, dude? And you started out the day at the beach.
The romantic in you is just
this guy was just a slab of meat. He had no brain. He had no personality. He had nothing. And then when we finally do get a little bit of character development from him, I'm gonna take it here now.
Oh God.
We get his whole thing about he doesn't want to be. He wants to be on the road and he has to be. What was it? He didn't want to. His whole life he had family or something, and he wanted to go explore, whatever the fuck it was. I didn't even remember.
Kind of, it's something like that.
But then we learned that her whole life she was an orphan and went from foster home to foster home and only wanted stability.
I might have went to the bathroom.
House.
I think I was in the bathroom through them telling me.
Oh my God, this was the most insane. This is when it just clicked in my brain. I'm like, why? How the fuck did these two even get together in the first place? She must just love him because he's a slab of meat. He's a hot slab of meat.
Oh.
Because his obviously has no personality.
I mean,
and his life goal is to be on the road with no responsibility, and her life goal is to have stability? What?
Take deep breaths.
I want to pull my fucking hair out at this point. Just.
Oh man, yeah. There's no save this. I can't swear there was good jump scares.
I tell you, this is why the scores. You're gonna be like, man, I really need to rethink this by the end of this review.
No, I'm sticking. I always do that, and I hated this whole story. But I like the jumps. I had so much anxiety with all these jump scares. So.
Okay, so here it says that she accepts. I don't remember her actually accepting.
She did. No, I do. So she didn't because the guy was like.
Yeah, some guy, neighborhood watch guy. Get out of here! Can't sweep in your neighborhood. Who the fuck knows? How does he even know they're in there? How does he even know they're in there? Does he have X-ray vision? Well, I mean, was he listening?
Their lights were on.
Okay, but dude, for real, like.
I know, whatever. So let's stay focused.
You got some balls, bro.
But she does it, and she's looking.
I'm trying to propose.
in your neighborhood, out front of your house.
How dare you?
This will only be better if you let me hang out in your driveway.
Hey, you mind if I propose to my girlfriend in front of your house real quick before we pull off? Might be a little more romantic than inside the van, you know. Hot Spring got fucked up.
Beach was no go. I didn't like the vibe.
I'm out of ideas, bro. I got nothing.
But she did.
Oh my God.
It was like he starts laughing and kiss her, and then they like sit down, and then finally she's like, or maybe they didn't sit down yet.
They sat there and talked for like a couple minutes more while dude is sitting outside. I'm sitting there like, y'all better leave.
I'm like, get the fuck out of there.
Did you not hear the man say, get out? What are you doing?
It's neighborhood watch. You'd be like,
just fucking sitting there talking. Go, bitch.
But then she does at some point. She goes, by the way, yes. And he was like, huh? Like, he forgot. I think he forgot.
Oh my God, this fucking doofus.
She's like, my
God,
answer.
I hated this fucking guy
my
so
answer
much.
is yes.
Oh my God. Yeah, but she didn't put the ring on, so she lied. Well, because she didn't want to be out there in the first place. We'll get to that. All right. So they hit the road again late at night. So now, at this point, we have Lucas from the opening.
Yeah.
Behind him, I see a car beeping behind him, lights flashing, zooms past them on the side.
Oh, they didn't meet. So this was before the lady told.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was already on them by then.
I know. Yeah. Okay. Well, you said when we were first starting, you said, "Oh, the."
Well,
lady...
they stop again in multiple places. All they do is stop. They keep stopping.
You could stop in a parking lot, but not on the road.
I'm going to get to parking lots because there's one scene in particular. I was like, what the fuck? Why would you park all the way over there? All right,
I disagree.
Before we get there. So Lucas comes zooming by, zoom by. So they just keep driving, whatever. God, just zoom by us. And then later they get down the road and zoom, and there's Lucas crashed. He's crashed into the fucking
tree.
Crashed into the tree. And they pull over, and I forget what she sees him, but he didn't. Right? Like Maddie sees him start to go out.
I know, I'm not getting there. So what they did was when they stopped, though, they didn't they stopped so their lights were on it, and then he got out and he starts calling 911 right away as he starts walking over.
And the door opens, though, and Lucas pops out.
Yes, yeah, and
so
he's like laying
Lucas?
there.
Was it her or him?
I think it was her. It was just her. Because she saw the claw marks, and then she starts yelling at him to go look. He was just hanging out of the car, and then he goes over and he opens it, and he's
Once
like...
again, they separate.
They're like 10 feet away from each other. Yeah.
Yeah, but why? I mean...
This is the beginning of the movie, though.
Right, I get it. But why is Tyler not looking at the car? Why is that... how come
no, he was on the phone. He's looking back at her, and she sees it, and then she, says something, and he turns around, and he looks. I don't know. I forget.
And Lucas already get yanked back into the car. So Tyler, of course, is like, "Oh," and the girl was like, "I saw something." This is the fucking classic trope, and this is gonna get played out through the entire fucking movie, as much of it as I remember before I fell asleep.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. She turns around, and in the blinking light, she sees him like standing off in the distance, the passenger guy, and that, like little parts like that freaked me out because I didn't know what was going to happen.
And that was fine. So, all right. So then, and she sees the 3 scratches on the car. Yes, you said that too. And of course, Tyler doesn't see those either. It's amazing how Tyler sees nothing.
Well, she doesn't point it out though. Like
I know, but it's just funny how
I don't know. He's on the phone with 911. He's looking at the guy.
It's just such a fucking forced coincidence that he doesn't see the kid come out, get yanked in. He doesn't see the scratches. It's her seeing everything and him seeing nothing because they just mysteriously float apart and his attention draws elsewhere.
Oh, the writing, you mean? Yeah.
Yes, again, that's what I'm talking about. It's this forced fucking separation so that one person can see the thing and the other person can think that this person's crazy.
I know, because you're never going to believe. Well, he does believe her, but
I know, but he just says that because he's a slab of meat.
Oh my
God!
God!
You're my girlfriend, so I believe you. That's what that came off to me as. I believe you.
Well, that's the thing. Nothing was believable. Like,
he says he believes her, but then does he say, like, we need to investigate this further? No. She's the one that investigates it further.
You would want to investigate it further if I was
if we're going to jump a little bit ahead to the Planet Fitness parking lot, to the gym parking lot.
Yeah.
If I came out of the Planet Fitness parking lot and you told me that somebody was in the van and tried to strangle you, I would be calling the police.
Yes.
I'd be filing reports. I'd be like, hey, somebody tried to strangle especially if I sit there, I believe you. So does he really believe her? Or was he just like, I believe you. Let's get back to van life.
Oh, what? He's intently shaking his head at me for those who can't.
What kind of good boyfriend / fiance doesn't call the police if he believes that his girlfriend
and she says
out in their van?
I know.
What?
Yeah. Well, we need that moment of, he doesn't really believe her, I guess. I don't know, but
van life is more important. More important to get back on the road.
First off, can we just say, starting this off?
I already missed the hot springs. I don't know what he was in such a rush for.
Can we say, she goes out, okay, and the van, yes, it's like 2 rows down.
This fucking scene,
holy shit. But I will say, so it's 2 rows down, and she's got to walk over there, which I'm like, maybe it was super crowded when they first parked there, or whatever.
They were many rows away. It was the other opposite.
Okay, let me finish?
Go ahead,
because the reason I quickly, when you said this right after the movie, but I'm like, yeah, but they're sleeping there for the whole night. So maybe they pulled in, we're like, we're not pulling up right out front of the store. Let me pull over 2 things. It wasn't like across the parking lot. It was just 2 rows over that I was like, they're planning on sleeping there all night. So they don't want to be in front of the main doors. That's how I looked at that.
Fair enough.
So, but as she's walking the first time, and it was cool because it was like a one shot, like.
Yeah, it would do the loop. The camera work in this was really good. There was a lot of really good camera work, so that's probably André Øvredal's staple right there. These 360.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, it must have been like a cowboy switch where while they were doing the 360 around her, somebody else moved the van further down because when it would come circle back around, the van would be further down the parking lot.
So I'm
really good visual gag there.
I'm going to tell you what pissed me off the most is, for me, it might have been him for you, but it was her for me, not outright screaming or saying like, this just happened, this just happened, this just happened. Like she was just like not verbalizing it, and if it's the only 2 of it, shit, I would look at it and be like, yo, guess what I swear I just saw? I don't know if I'm going crazy, but this is what I just saw. Like there's no way I would not be able to just blurt it out.
Well,
so when the van moves that first time, and she knows she's seen this guy a bunch, I would have ran right back into Planet Fitness. Yep. That part, that's what, she kept running towards the van, and I'm like, no.
She kept going, yeah.
No.
And then she gets in the van and gets attacked and wonders why. But here's
Yes.
yeah, I keep going to the van. It keeps going further and further. But even before this happened, I checked out on this whole fucking scene because I knew there was a jump scare coming. Because what happened first to start this all off? How do we start this scene at the gym? We start with the boyfriend on the treadmill.
Yeah.
And her coming out of the shower. I'm going out to the van, hun, by myself.
Like, I would have sat there, especially if some
After
freaky
shit's
stuff.
freaky happening, like they are noticed. But we should have mentioned, we skipped over. They found the 3 claw marks on the van too before this.
Yeah.
They had seen that there were 3 claw marks. There was stuff that was, they had seen the fucking thing before. There was hints of the passenger coming. That we skipped ahead a little bit here.
Yeah.
There were some things that happened.
That right there.
We had the gathering of the van lifers. Maddie goes through the other tents. She sees pictures of missing people. She sees a stick figure with the 3 lines going through the body.
That right there. I would have been like, what?
No.
No.
She meets Diana and mentions stopping for a car accident the night before. Diana's tone becomes ominous. She warns Maddie not to stop on the road that night. Later that night, Maddie sees the mysterious figure. Then Maddie looks at the dash cam footage of Lucas's car. Now, I had a problem with this one, too. Maddie looks at the dash cam footage of Lucas's car before, because we're gonna circle back to the gym here because we skipped a bunch. Mm-hmm. Oh, Maddie, this after the crash. Maddie goes back because she's seeing the figure. Looks at the footage of Lucas's car and sees the figure sitting next to Lucas in the car. So she gets in the van. This was after she walked back to the van. She's looking at the footage and she sees Lucas. Now, are you gonna tell me how long was the passenger riding with Lucas? Like, how long was he in the car? Was he in there just like, hey, dude, let's go for a ride.
Well,
let's hotbox this bitch. Because this motherfucker came flying up behind him, beeping his horn, zooms around and essentially, like, went further down the road before crashing into a tree. Like, how long is the passenger just sitting in the car with you before he actually makes you crash the car? Like...
Well, it depends on who you are, because he met Lucas or the first 2 guys and killed them immediately, and these guys, I don't know.
No. Lucas was. This is the second. That's what I'm talking about. Lucas
I know.
is the second guy.
That was still the same night. We're supposed to think.
Right.
Yes, but I'm saying this couple, he hung out for like a week.
Right.
So it's like what?
Yeah. Well, he must have really. He probably. It must have been the cushy van.
They were really hard to kill because he could have killed her like a ton.
Maybe he really.
She does. You were sleeping though at the end because I was like. That really annoyed me, and they did make mention. Diana said, well, I'm surprised you're not dead. He must be playing with his food, or playing with you, or he likes toying with you, kind of thing.
So stupid.
But I was like, why? Why are they different?
Yeah, exactly. Well, because they're the main characters of the movie, that's why.
Yeah.
Again, that's the kind of dumb writing I just fucking groan at.
So, this is our part where she grabs the St. Christopher's medal and hurts him.
Right, so... I need to know who. Usually, I've been into fitness most of my life. My dad was a bodybuilder and a fitness nut, personal trainer, all that stuff. I've been a stuntman for 20 plus years. I've been working out pretty much my whole life.
I know where this is going.
And usually, you start your workout with a run on the treadmill. That's how you start to get your body temperature up before you stretch. You got to warm up the muscles. Start with a brisk walk and lead it up to running on the treadmill. You don't finish your workout.
Unless he only did the treadmill because he was watching a movie.
Was he doing the treadmill for an hour?
I think so. He said this movie's almost done. That's what he said. He was watching a movie just on the treadmill. So he might be one of these hour-and-a-half long walkers.
Running? I don't know. This motherfucker.
Well, he was kind of.
He was running on the
was
treadmill.
Was he running? I thought he was. I don't remember
That's
it
why
that
I was
much.
like, she's showered and completely like freshened up and done her complete workout, and they both seem fit. They both seem like they both worked out. Mm-hmm. And he's still on the treadmill? Like, what the fuck? And they're just going to separate again after she's seen all this stuff going on.
The treadmill's fine because I'm like, he was on it the whole time, whatever.
But again, as soon as she walked away from him, I was like, yep, here we go. Here comes a jump scare.
It creeped me out, in the moment. This one wasn't that great because you kind of, even when he was in the van.
Part of this one was the moving van. The camera work in the moving van was very, very cool.
But this is how my anxiety was. I'm like, no, I would be running back, turn around. And I turn into one of those hecklers yelling at the screen, turn around. Don't go that way. Like, why? After the second time, and you realize, like, you're not crazy. Go inside even if you are crazy. Let's just go back inside.
Yeah. All right. So while Maddie's looking at the dash cam footage of the van of the Lucas's car now, while she's in the van in the parking lot of the gym, sees a figure sitting next to the car. Suddenly, the figure enters the van and tries to strangle Maddie with her seatbelt, but she burns its hand with the St. Christopher medallion. Mm-hmm. Maddie rushes out of the van and tells Tyler, but the figure is vanished. And this is where we get the whole, I believe you, but we're not going to call the cops.
Well, she says we got to go to Flagstaff because that girl, Diana, told her that about this passenger. So they're going to go investigate.
Okay, so
now all of a sudden she believes that it's...
So now all of a sudden she's just like, this is supernatural. And he doesn't say anything along the lines of, you sure it just wasn't like a real dude that was in the van and strangled you? Maybe we should call the cops. You think it's supernatural. You think it's a road spirit. Like that's like he has two options here. I mean, neither one of them makes sense.
There was just no conversation. It was just
exactly.
Yeah,
and again, bad writing. No conversation. Just back in the van. We're going to wherever. Okay.
Flagstaff.
Maddie learns there have been other incidents of travelers going missing after their vehicles have been seen with the claw marks. The figure that she saw is known as the Passenger, which haunts and kills travelers. During a screening of Roman Holiday, the Passenger attacks Tyler and Maddie, forcing them to flee. Maddie suggests to Tyler that they get to Flagstaff to find Diana. That's when she says it. She brings up Flagstaff after they get attacked while they were camped out watching the movie, remember?
Oh,
and that was a cool scene.
That was, I forgot about that, yes.
And
that
again,
was
there
cool.
are some good scenes in here because André Øvredal's a good director, but this script is garbage.
Yeah.
It's fucking garbage.
Yeah.
The
camera work is really good in this.
Creative camera work, creative scares, and some good scenes in this. But overall, this fucking script is horrible.
So now, okay. She didn't say we go to Flagstaff, so he should have called the goddamn cops.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. There was no, we need to go to Flagstaff. He should have been like,
I'm misremembering.
Right. So he should have been like, oh, somebody was in the van. Oh, we gotta call the cops. You just got attacked. You got choked. What the hell? Somebody's choking my woman? I'll kill him, motherfucker.
She's still not even like saying it's a ghost or it's something. She's like, I would be like, look, I know how crazy this is. It wasn't a real person. They disappeared. They're not on the cameras. Look, like
they also have that the 3 scratches keep coming back because he had them buffed out.
And he's like, oh man.
Yeah, it came out. Oh, fucking Christ, you fucking meathead. Oh my God, what a fucking lump of meat.
Oh, he was cute.
Exactly, that's it. He was cute. That's it. He's such an idiot. All right. Let's see. Where are we? Okay, so the Roman Holiday, they're moving, and at one point, she's like looking into the trees using the projector, the movie projector that they have, as a flashlight.
Yeah.
And at one point, the face of the character in the movie in Roman Holiday lines up perfectly with the face of
that was creepy.
And it's a really great shot.
It's
like the timing of it, the superimposing of the face on the face, super creepy. And that like kicks off the attack, and that was a fun little bit.
But also, why, after everything that's happened so far, why are you sitting off the side of the road in the middle of the woods?
Yeah, like she has been told multiple times about the Passenger. She knows people have gone missing at this point. She's like, they had the encounter. She saw the Passenger in the car with Lucas in the footage right before it strangled her.
Yeah.
And they decide to pull over and watch a movie in the woods.
Come on!
Because the writer needed to put them in peril somehow. Because the movie wasn't long enough.
And this is why I know that they should have been white, because black people don't do that.
Exactly.
Nope.
No black person in their right mind is going to be like, you know what, we should go back in the woods. No.
No.
Hell no.
Us white
Only
people.
Dumbass white people. You know what, we should, let's go watch a movie in the woods.
I think I sent you a reel. Stop. I think I just sent you a reel because we always say I be the dumb person and.
Yep,
but I just had a reel where there's 2 white people. They find a door
behind the wall
and this black guy. He's like, "I'll be your your black friend today. Do not open it. Don't open anything that's nailed." I would absolutely be the one. We always say I'd be the one that gets the omen and everything going because I'd be opening those doors. But
I have to be the honorary black friend.
White people, because that Yeah, you would be.
I grew up around some black people, and I know better at this point in my life. I do not go into shit like that.
Oh, I do.
Hell no.
I test.
Nope.
I like testing stuff.
All right, so during the night, they... let's see. Maddie suggested Tyler that he'd get to Flagstaff and find Diana, as she may know how to get rid of the passenger. This random person who they just met once at a random van meet.
And all she said was, "Don't stop at night." Like that's
I
all.
Talked a little bit, but
well, not she didn't. She didn't say anything about a urban legend guy. She literally said that, and because she said to not stop at night, and we did, and she knows more than she's saying. Like so, then they go out of their way to find her.
Find this chick who could be anywhere.
I mean, I might too at this point. How
did they know that she was in Flagstaff? I forget, but okay.
At the when they she said
meet another
no the original meet. She said she was helping a friend with their restaurant. In Flagstaff.
And God forbid they got each other's cell phone numbers or anything like that and exchanged numbers while they were on the road. Makes perfect sense to drive from wherever the fuck they were.
Well, that we never know where they are.
No, they never tell us.
So I'm assuming...
It could be far.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, no, wait. Which point? Was it before they get to Flagstaff that they, like, fall asleep and then they almost run out of gas?
I fell asleep, so
You don't remember this?
Nope.
Okay, so she's like, we're just driving through the night. We got to get the It's before Flagstaff. We have to get to Flagstaff. And they literally just come to and she goes, "Where are we? What happened? Where are we?" And they just, and he goes, "What? How do we get, how is it nighttime?" Like that. So it goes, and it's never explained why that happened. They have to turn around and then they like run out of gas. The tire gets blown. So then
memorable movie.
No. This is what happens. The tire goes flat and they have to get out and change it. And he's like, "We can either stay here." And I'm like, "Drive on that rim, man. That's what I be doing." But I guess he's like, we have to change it. So they fall asleep while driving. They wake up and it's dark. And in the van, you might have been sleeping. You had to have been sleeping because I was like, "Wait, what?" Like, we're just not going to explain that you're just like catatonic for an entire, just so the passenger could toy with you, I guess. I don't know. But then they have to get out and they're showing him put all the nuts onto the ground while he's jacking up the car. And I'm like, they're disappearing. Like all four of them are going to be gone because they were like, it was like in the forefront of the scene as him jacking up the car. I forget what else happened. They disappear. But guess what? They're under the car now.
Oh God, that's yeah.
And then he's got to crawl under. And see, this is where you're like, "Oh, come on, we know what's going to happen." And I'm like, "When's it going to happen?" I know it's going to happen, but that builds my anxiety up more. So the whole time he's crawling under, I'm going, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, don't fall." And I'm like, I'm just waiting for it.
Yeah, I missed that part, luckily.
She gets like, oh my God, she gets taken, right? So then that she gets taken, and at some point we don't know where she is.
And this is all before they get to Flagstaff?
This is all, and he gets into the car and starts driving.
Without her?
Without her! And I go, where's he going? How does he know where she is? He doesn't know if he's driving away from her or in front of her. Well, guess what? She's in some zone with he was like choking her or something, and she's sitting in the middle of the road. So he comes around the corner and then stops and sees her, gets her, and I don't know. Then they get to Flagstaff.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. A couple by medallions to hang around the van. Let's get the rest of this. I can't take this movie anymore. Jesus Christ. The couple buy medallions to hang around the van as they make it to Flagstaff, asking for Diana. She tells Maddie and Tyler that there was a rumor of a traveler who was haunted by the passenger, but sought refuge in the Church of St. Christopher, which is not on any map. The passenger kills Diana, of course, forcing the couple to flee. Maddie and Tyler follow a symbol on a billboard, avoiding tricks from the passenger. Tyler's pulled out of the van. Maddie keeps driving until the passenger is flung through the windshield.
Can we talk about they got all these medals of St. Christopher with the prayer on it hanging, and
he still gets in?
No, he walks through and just starts ripping them off. Like they didn't.
The passenger does?
Yeah, they didn't do anything. So they nailed them all. It looked like there was like hundreds of them hanging from. If it slowed them down, they didn't show you that because everything just started. He just started ripping them down with his powers. Yeah. But when they actually throw him into the Church of St. Christopher, I thought it was cool because St. Christopher is the patron saint of all travelers, yes. And this passenger is the demon of all travelers. Yes. So they are polar opposites of each other. So I like that lore of it. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Maddie keeps driving until the passenger is flung through the windshield. Maddie rams the van into the passenger, impaling it on a statue and killing it.
Yeah.
Tyler reunites with Maddie as emergency vehicles arrive.
And I guess now they're just like passionately in love with each other because
of course, trauma bonding. And he's a slab of meat.
I mean, well, they did.
And look, man,
he said we're getting a house now or something like that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he says that at the end.
All right. Well, I just want to point out. I'm on Wikipedia here, and I just want to point out that they have the cast listed as Jacob Scipio as Tyler, Lou Lobdell as Maddie, Tyler's fiance. Is that necessary?
No, but
why can't she just be Maddie?
I think that's the way you spell the female version of fiance, but maybe
I don't know.
It's
Melissa Leo as Diana Marsh. Blah blah blah. It's just weird. Like,
oh, that is the female. Okay, no.
She's not really Tyler's fiance at the beginning, but she becomes him. I don't know. I just hate putting it. The onus. She just belongs to him, and they have to say it.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Somebody did that. Well, we don't know who, because can't anyone.
She's just Maddie. She doesn't have to be Tyler. She's her own person. She's not Tyler's.
Why don't they have Maddie's fiance?
Right. Why isn't Tyler Maddie's fiance? Fucking. Because it's sexist.
It is sexist. Most things are.
All right. So yes.
Thank you for noticing.
That's gonna do it. Mm-hmm. It's gonna do it for that fucking movie.
I mean, the thing is, like I said, I love the religious horror. This one actually would have done better without it because it didn't do any. Like, I appreciate the lore of it, but they did it such a disservice that I thought, I was like, oh, I mean, I don't know. I guess we just needed to get to St. Christopher's Church, which was cool because it was the opposite of, but it's not really focused. Like, there's so much better writing that could have happened that involved that more so than just a medal. I mean, I had a St. Christopher thing in my car forever. My mom gave me, like, when I first started driving, clips and stuff.
My mom used to have it on hers.
Yeah. But so, you know, whether it's true or not, I don't know. I don't like taking chances. So I appreciated them just having it and using it and her noticing that it hurt him. So I was more, I don't know. I thought there was going to be a little more with that, but there wasn't. There was just all these medals. Yeah, the jump scares I thought were great, and the camera work was great.
A lot of jump scares and a lot of bad character decisions.
Yeah, but
that sums up Passenger.
Yeah, I still give it. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'd fall just because of all the horrible. I'll fall to like a 6 out of 10. But I really, I liked it more than average. Like it, so I'm not in the middle. I definitely like it more than I disliked it because I had so much. I'm sticking to 6.5. No success. All right.
Yeah, you just don't want to give me my credit.
Well, I saw what you did.
Yeah, I know. I pumped my fist so she doesn't want me to win.
I take it back.
All right. Well, you guys heard her though. She said she was going to move to a 6 till I pumped my fist.
The practical effects were really good. You know, there's some ideas there that I really enjoyed. They didn't really pull it together. The story was just crap, but the jump scares were great and the camera work.
The camera work was really good. Yeah, exactly.
So I liked it.
Was good. I felt like it. You know, the sound worked pretty well for the jump scares and stuff like that. It's just a really bad script, just really bad writing. I don't understand. I just don't get why there are so many poorly written Hollywood movies. These aren't independent movies. These aren't movies that are just made by some dude with a camera for Tubi. Like, I understand when that script sucks. You know? This is a Hollywood movie. How do you, again, somebody had said that it feels like a second draft. Because you're supposed to do
This is what
multiple
they... Yeah.
passes on Hollywood scripts. This is a Paramount Pictures film here.
But not anymore. They give it to these writers who have never written
These guys have
any.
never written anything, and they probably had nobody do a pass, like no pro do a passover of it. And poor André Øvredal goes in there and just has to direct this crap.
That's how...
Casting was bad.
Yeah.
Characters totally unbelievable. It's the whole fucking thing, just dumb. The whole thing, they just drive to Flagstaff and show up out of nowhere. I mean, if you were, what was her name, Diana? Was that her name?
Yeah.
If you were Diana, wouldn't you be like, what the fuck? What are you, crazy stalkers? What the fuck?
She said something like that.
To fucking Flagstaff?
No one's answering her, and then she comes around and she's like, what are you doing here? Something like that. I don't know.
Oh, and they brought the entity, and the entity starts killing people, right?
And her.
Kills Diana. Everybody dies except the two people that deserve to die in this.
Yeah,
movie.
but she before she died, she told them about St. Christopher's Church that you got to follow the signs. You got to know how to read the signs.
Yeah, before Crazy Ralph is killed, he has to give you the clue.
I will say the book, The Haunted Highways, I checked out quite a few times as a kid. I remember from the library. I used to love reading that book, and it had all those symbols and all that stuff.
All right, well, yeah, that's going to do it. I'm about done with this one. Let's wrap this one up.
It's late anyway.
Put a bow on it. Maybe I'll watch it again when it streams for free.
Yeah, I do
See
still...
the parts that I missed.
I think you should, and I do still recommend going to see it in the theater if you like horror, if you like jump scares.
If you can tolerate a poorly written movie with a lot of jump scares, if that's cool. Then
I don't think it's going to hit as well at home. I didn't hit well for you at all, but I think it was better for me because I don't know, the anxiety of the scares.
All right, that's going to do it. Steph recommends Passenger, and I
definitely recommend giving it a one view.
I fell asleep, so I can't really recommend it. Good camera work by André Øvredal. Other than that,
I had fun, so.
That's going to do it, Boo Believers. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, share with your friends. Be sure to comment. Let us know what you thought of Passenger if you saw it, or if you decided to skip this one. Because there's a lot of other stuff in the theaters right now as well. I know there's a lot of competition. So, but yes, let us know what you thought if you did check it out. And check out the new Patreon, still under construction, but you can see all the stuff first there, and you will be able to watch Amityville Barbie versus the Evil Deados very soon. So, until next time, Boo Believers, stay spooky.
Bye, Scream Hearts.